ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about the deal. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they signed up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, dying on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then I'm about she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I moved to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any son moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. If you gon' tweet it, ain't no need to tell me how you feel. My whole city catching bees, I'm from the rock for real. Broski turn into a demon when he off them. Ride till I die. I hope that Jesus come and grab the wheel. That singing like Clay Aiken. R.I.P. to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with the streets and I just can't break it. Run it up, now my safe done turned into my safe haven. Them racks in, okay. On the block I post up, I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the bay. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on growing, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any son moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man.
Yeah, alright, I got him. T-Stead, look, yeah. Full court press or full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never ducking smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban, a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog, go alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty, content, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who in it. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell her pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballo's bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Any, money, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stand on my back, I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains, I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them rap, that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock, now my life son. I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph, I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the dough and bought my neighbor's house. I done so many favors for some people, feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through. We counting money often too.
My days thinking if I would ever live inside the background. Now I pull strings, they out to get me another day, another man down. I pick up my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I pick up the slack now.
The glitters ain't gold, look around where we roam through. In the land of the broken, it's a lot we was prone to. Quicker sand was engulfing, but intact with my soul. Been dispatch, I'm evolving, searching for solitude. While most fold, I'm comic composed. Stop the politicking with no, they voters is frauds. I'm off the hit with the 50s, I can't be product and system. I pray to God, no, he listen, won't seal my fate with some kisses. Nah, cause we ain't got time to keep off our toes. The type of figure make you consider throwing the towel. I'm in the mood to make y'all remember going to proud. Sharpen my sword, declaring the war on foes and cows, yeah. So pass me the torch, thrones and crowns. It's the voice of the future tonight, rooster sounds. The Bronze Age forever, this a God-given level on a high like crescendo. Where my mind state resemble me.
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped at all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays, all the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. From Mercedes, I resage Y2WC, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way. Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my cotters. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, de nata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect a demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly Furtado. Bye.
Fix my change real quick. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't make me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the streets. My label we good. I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done caught me a deal and I got off the block. Cause the hate and put that on the watch. Had the ice on my neck cause little shorty on hot. There's some rappers that want me to flop. I don't care about no dissing cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it says you won't be in this. If you don't make it hot like her. New deal, AP, I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z, got the in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the gang and you play with your life. Put a bag in your head, it don't matter the price. Foot on their neck, so I got me some ice. If I'm dissing you once, I ain't saying it twice. Said I got time today, I done stepped in the field, I got time to play. And my exes are up there, time to wait. Blocking, I said I need time away. Like, what you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't make me slide up on you, no electric. Blocking, hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen.
Yeah, I should've served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. 1-on-1. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Get plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done up a bunch of them. This what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4-5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever the she won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling butt off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. Never feel different. Established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stayed with my granny. Daddy went to jail for. Lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk, then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize and move past it. He determined just from his section. Island daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with this. Focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. Never feel different.
Even then I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would Allah pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend. Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake to bake right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble tiger slits. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a by the Uno. But who knows what the future holds? My moving stupid. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that. And that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me?
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm riding round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, 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 and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, 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 and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spin it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Keep it G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from Nola, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I tap in with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm riding round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, 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 and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, 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 and him.
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. Up on the rim, hit the butter with a blitz. We gon' study this film. I ain't gotta say nothing, ain't always for real. Country people trying to give me a meal. You want you some violence, you got you a deal. Mr. Bushwick, Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We making loud noise. Stay in president, I be looking like a house. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Feel like a D-lineman, but still making touchdowns. Beat them in their hometown, I ain't here now one time. I've been a big bully since I was on the playground. Now I'm all grown up and I still don't play around.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm riding round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, 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 and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, 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 and him.
Real.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really give two, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started. Please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical. This moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy. Devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best. I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the
Whoever may feel they above, live in delusion. That's an illusion. It's absent of. Keep it together. Don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet. I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We after rings like a Saturn. This feel like splitting an atom. We've gotten bored with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and let y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in a new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get to put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and start don't make way for a prodigy.
Going to catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set because our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas. I'm changing into my clique. Showtime, it's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in a new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get to put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and start don't make way for a prodigy. Touchdown in a new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get to put my
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap, as it'll be the Bulls of Toronto taking on the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Pass caught left side by Humphries. Room past the 35, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all season about a season opener opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake it and fake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Off play action. Pickett steps away. Again, it's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll throw again with Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pickett back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's Levis. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Handoff right side to Pierce. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Another carry for Pierce. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Pierce gets this one running right. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They work now on second and 9.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Levis on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to the ground with Pierce. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Levis to throw off play action. And it's caught. Touchdown. Daniel Bellinger. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bulls will strike first here in this wild card matchup. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. Touchdown! Damian Pierce. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bulls go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hand off left side, Pierce. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Levis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They go again with Pierce. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bulls go up by 2 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Pickett. Flushed out right. Pickett lost it. It's going the other way. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Levis now off of play action. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Pierce going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Levis now on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Daniel Bellinger. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bulls continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Out to the right to Humphries. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Pickett. Flush to his right. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Pickett right back to the air again. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
That's right, it's about time. Trying to get down back here.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Levis looking to move him around a bit. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down and 3. Back to throw, it's Levis. Looking deep here for Chase. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jamar Chase, 60 yards. And the Bulls are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
We'll take that. Another day in the office. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
You can do better. That was the worst call ever. Ready, break. 70 Rangers. Shut up.
Pickett to throw on first down. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion, right one of the tight ends.
No way, you're kidding me.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. First, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. And they'll go right back to Pierce, fighting him off. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Give to Pierce now on the option. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw brought in by Bellinger. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Will Levis taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bulls take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Pickett. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Off the play fake, Levis sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Pierce now up the middle. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Give to Pierce. And touchdown!
Dameon Pierce with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bulls continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Now McManus for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. At the 22-yard line. He gets it to Humphries. Down the right sideline. He's on his way. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
Pickett back to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal. Here's Pickett. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Brandon Smith picks it off.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.